Helen, a divorcee, signs up for a beginner's Appalachian Trail survivalist course. The night before her trip, she tries to find her younger brother, Duncan, to give him her house keys for house sitting while she's away. Instead, she runs into Jake, Duncan's lifelong best friend. Get ready for a heartwarming roller coaster of laughs and romance as we dive into the delightful world of Happiness for Beginners. This charming romantic comedy film is set to bring joy to your screens in 2023. If you're looking for more heartwarming movie reviews, trailers, and fantastic content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Let's buckle up and jump right into the happiness. Out of the blue, Helen's ex, Mike, gives her a call, reminding her that it's been exactly 6 years since their wedding. This triggers a flashback of Mike and Duncan at the wedding, not being too thrilled about it, and Mike being super awkward. Jake can't believe the unexpected call, but Helen doesn't let it bother her and casually gives him her house keys. On her way from Pittsburgh, Helen decides to drop by and visit Gigi, their grandmother who raised them. Later, she checks into the motel in Connecticut, where the young guide Beckett briefs them about the hiking trip the next morning. Everyone does their introductions, and Helen, who's in her 30s, realizes she's one of the older participants. Surprisingly, Jake is also part of the group. Afterwards, Helen confronts Jake since she's unsuccessful in convincing him to leave. She straight up tells him not to interact with her and to keep their connection on the down low. The next morning, right after the bus drops them off at the starting point of the 50-mile hike, Helen accidentally cuts her leg on a rock. Ouch. As the designated EMT, Jake takes care of Helen's wound and can't help but make a comment about her finally divorcing dipshit. During the initial part of the hike, Helen gets scolded for stepping on a log, and one of the many rules they were supposed to have learned beforehand. Beckett then shows them how to put up a bear hang to keep their food safe. Helen's tent mate has a crush on Jake, but Helen thinks he's kind of immature. The following morning, Helen seeks Jake's help again, this time for blisters, because she didn't bring the right footwear and neglected to take care of the sore spots on her heels to avoid getting blisters. Beckett puts some of the blame on Mason, the Wall Street hiker, saying he's not being a team player and pushing everyone too hard. Wendy tries to get everyone to be more positive. During their introductions, he reveals that he used to dream of becoming an actor, but now sells insurance. Later, when they're all alone, Helen confronts Jake about his constant staring and hovering. Jake admits that he's worried she might go back to Mike because he doesn't feel good enough for her. After 10 days of hiking, Beckett has the group hike the same route back, with people grouped according to their speed. He makes Mason join with the slower hikers to encourage team building. Before they set off, Beckett discovers Helen's goal list that had accidentally fallen from her pocket and gets upset. Nobody admits to owning it, but Jake, who knows it's hers, discreetly calls her out on it and hands her something to read later. In Helen's hiking group, they gossip about Jake and Wendy, hinting that there might be some chemistry between them. Someone mentions a quick kiss. While the rest of the group is busy checking the map, Hugh decides to play the fool and walks on a log, trying to balance on it. Unfortunately, the log turns out to be rotten, and he ends up severely injuring his leg. Mason freezes up, but Helen steps up and offers to go for help. If you had a great time with this review, spread the love by hitting that like button, and be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss any of our wonderful updates and fantastic content. Until next time, get ready to buckle up for more incredible movie reviews and exciting adventures. Keep the fun and happiness going.